Playboy, you made that beat.
Welcome to the show. I'm Tally with
Richard DeLeon and
Mike Daniel Jr., remote site therapy decompression week, but we here.
welcome to the show, fellas. How are you doing today?
Great. I love those Coach Prime blenders you got on. That style right there. We're gonna start calling you Coach Prime Time. Prime Time. Look at you.
How'd y'all like that new intro? Just welcome to the show. I am Italian. Yeah. No.
I like it. I like it. Everything you do touches the gold. It turns to gold, just like those prime time blenders.
Stop it. Stop it, Rich. Stop. So, hey, man, where you been, man? You've been MIA, man. I'm just going to go ahead and cut to the chase. Where you been, man? We've been doing interviews, and you ain't been there. Where you been?
Man, I've been busy, and as you know, I'm a realtor, and the weekends have been brutal to me, but it's brutal in a good way, man, with the interest rates going down and all that. I mean, when the rates went down a few weeks ago, and they're just kind of holding steady right where they're at, it's allowed a lot of new people to enter the market because with those high interest rates, they weren't able they were able to qualify for a house, but with those interest rates, that payment was way up too high to where they felt comfortable. So now with the interest rates coming down, the people have been reaching back out to me, and man, it's been interesting. I've got appointments booked for a couple of weeks now, man. I mean, that's how much the interest rates make a difference. So excited. If anybody needs a new house and you want to see if you qualify, hit me up. I'm ready to help. I want to help every San Antonian realize the gift of home ownership.
That's the American dream. There you go. Yep. So would you mind if I drop your number in our, on the bottom? Would you mind if I drop the number there?
Oh, yeah. Go for it. Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Cool. Mike D. What's going on, bro?
No,
quiet today. What's going on? Everything okay?
Don't call Mike D. You gonna activate some stuff that I'm trying to keep. Mike D is like Buddy Love to Professor Clump. I like to keep that guy under wraps.
Well, Coach Tally's looking like Buddy Love with them primetime blenders on right now, though.
You had the right location to set up.
I'm a little intimidated right now.
Stop, Richard, stop. Cut it out. You had to stop it. You had the right location to cut it up. You're not here. Remember, where are you, Mike?
Away. I'm away.
Got it. Okay. You pulling a 82nd.
Mission top secret. I'm just away.
Mission top secret. Destination unknown.
Yeah, I'm not that guy that broadcasts, every move. I broadcast. I'm taking some time away, and that's just what I'm doing. I'm still working. If you don't believe me, I got 40 coaches that just got their tournament blast for this weekend. 50 coaches, so I'm still working. Don't get it twisted. But I'm just sometimes you have to take a second away to reset, decompress, evaluate, and recharge. And I do this every quarter because in my world, in my field, with the hats I wear, sometimes it gets overwhelming, and that's just work. We're not even talking like life. That's just work. So yeah, just the way, taking some time to me.
Like you said, the hats you wear, I noticed you got your 49er hat. I got the Cowboy logo behind me. Tough few weeks for our teams. But it's not how you start. It's not how you start. It's how you finish, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. It's the opening season. If there's any time to have fumbles and struggles, have them now. If there's any time to have injuries, have them now. Because at the end of the day, they're still going to make the playoffs. Praying everybody gets healthy. We just lost somebody, with triceps tear for the year. So I'm not worried. We'll be okay. And I mean, if we have a year that we're normal, make the playoffs and lose first round, second round, don't make the Super Bowl run, you want to know something? I'm okay with that. We've had a pretty dominant few years. So, we'll be okay.
Okay.
Eric's Eagles should have probably been in the same boat as ours, 1-2.
No, we should be 3-0. Try again.
The Saints woke up and turned back into the Aints.
No, that's not what happened. That's not what happened. Again, think about it. If my man Barkley, right? Barkley in it? This is Barkley, Saquon Barkley, right?
Yeah.
If he catches the ball, we're not even having this discussion.
That's a problem. That's a problem, though. That's who he is.
No, can we not use this talking about football? Because for Cowboys fans, if the Cowboys would have played like that in the first quarter, second quarter, the Aints wouldn't have smacked them the way they smacked them. The Ravens wouldn't have smacked them the way they smacked them.
No, the Ravens are going to smack them. No, the Ravens are going to do that.
Let's not talk about ifs. Let's just talk about, hey, it's the beginning of the season. We got the struggles going. Congrats to the Eagles for being able to push through and pull out the W, because every W matters and counts. And so I'm not going to talk about the ifs. I'm going to talk about the facts. Whatever happened, they poured it out. They won.
Right.
Boom.
Well, no, I'm going to say, because I'm a fan. I'm not a fanatic, but I'm a fan. And I'm just going to say, hey, listen, Barkley doesn't drop the ball. We're having a whole different conversation. We're 3-0, and then everybody's thinking we're the best thing. So for me, I'm happy he did drop the ball, because now it just moving forward, it allows him to see the mistakes that he can make to make him more locked in. So again, think about it. Coming out the gate being 3-0, we look at again. Would you take to me last show? You clown me. He's like, oh, I didn't start off 10-0 and then stumble into the playoffs and lose first round. That was you. I remember that conversation. That was you. So yeah.
I'm happy. And only reason. Do you know the only reason I pick on you about that?
Yeah, because I was. Every Cowboys fan, every Hernandez fan, everybody.
No, it has nothing to do with me being a Cowboys or 49er fan. This was actually on you. Last year, when y'all started that demise, you were the one. We 10-1. We still leading division. We 10-1. We still leading division. We 10-2. We leading division. We 10-3. We leading division. You was that guy last year.
I'm gonna be that guy. I'm gonna be that guy this year.
Bite you. So
I'm gonna be that guy next year.
The only reason I remind you.
It doesn't matter. Listen. Like my man The Rock said, it doesn't matter what you're saying right now. If we go 10-0 or 10-1, I'm gonna be that guy. It's okay.
So you can't be mad when you're acting like a Cowboys fan and the backlash come on you like that.
No, because at the same time, listen. Only one team can win.
Cowboys fans are the only organization I know that look forward to somebody else losing so they can talk about that loss and take the smoke off of their loss. I ain't never seen so many happy Cowboy fans like the 49ers lost in so many posts. Well, I can enjoy my Sunday now. 49ers lost too.
That's true.
I ain't never seen nothing crazy like that. Wow.
I've never heard so many people. I'm just gonna say it. There's so many people that have two teams in the NFL, and I've heard this over and over. I've got such and such team, and then whoever's playing the Cowboys. That's all we hear. So I think it's just a little back.
Nah, that's not me. I'm actually the guy that I root for the division and NFC. So if my 49ers are out, I'm going for the NFC. Like bring it home to the NFC. That's me. Just me personally.
I'm gonna say
I'm on record. Real quick, Rich, I'm on record of doing the same thing. You look at any of my Facebook posts last year, I've supported you guys. I've supported everyone in the NFC East because we have the best division, because we're the only division that everyone won a Super Bowl now. So not too many divisions can say that. Matter of fact, none can say that. We're the only ones. So the NFC East is the best division, even as we have the Giants as a bottom feeder. Go ahead, Rich.
Hey, but I know we're gonna talk basketball here, but I'm gonna go a different route for the football piece right now. I'm as a fanatic.
Get excited about the football piece.
Yeah,
you like when we start talking football.
No. But as a fanatic, because Eric likes to say I'm a fan, not a fanatic. fan is short for fanatic, Eric. Okay. So, but as a fanatic of the Dallas Cowboys, I'm actually enjoying this right now because I believe that
The children are future.
that
Teach
our
them
children are
well
our
and
future,
let
and
them lead the way.
Jerry and family, they need to feel the financial sting because as long as things are 12-5 every year making the playoffs, we're one of the most winningest teams in the last 20 years. We don't got Super Bowls to show for it or championship games, but when you look at regular season records, we're one of the most successful teams in the last 20 years. I think there's only like 5 teams ahead of us. So there has been a level of success that allows Jerry and his family to keep making money because people keep putting 100,000 people in the stands. They keep paying for $30 hot dog and beer combos. It's time for Cowboy fans to get mad and say no more. We're not going to support that. I actually did see in the stadium in the highlights. I did see some people wearing paper bags over their heads in the stadium. I want to see more of that. I think the Cowboys do need to hit rock bottom because what they've been doing is not working. So I'm okay with them taking a beating right now because of the arrogance of ownership, which doesn't like they feel like they can do whatever they want. There's no consequences because they won't lose their jobs. They're the owners. So I think they need to take a big step back. And if they win, great. But if not, I'm happy that way too because I'm tired of this mediocre crap.
Hey man, you dampen the show a little bit by doing that, man. Going on that rant right there, man.
No, man,
you had to reset, man.
It's just true.
I feel bad for y'all now. Now I feel bad for all the Cowboys fans.
Ain't no need to feel bad. I mean, because I think Mike, what do y'all have? 5 Super Bowl rings, Mike?
We have the same as y'all, and y'all won one more recent than us.
And Cowboys got 5. And I'm kind of rooting for the Eagles to get over that hump of 1. So, there's no need to feel sorry for us, man.
Damn, we only got one. You only got one. You're right, but at the same time, they changed the name. That's just like saying. Anyway, I digress. What you got, Mike? Then I'm gonna move on.
I want to mess with Rich real quick. So, Rich,
okay, we've been doing that the whole show, by the way. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You contradicted yourself, Mr. DeLeon. You said that you want the Cowboys to feel the sting, but you're in support of people in the stadium with paper bags. No, if you want them to feel the sting, then you don't want people in the stadium with paper bags. Because as long as people are in the stadium, Jerry don't care.
That's stage 1. There's that's stage 1. Embarrassment and then retreat and get out of there. So it's got to start somewhere.
Cowboy fans. What I say about you Cowboys fans, and this is what I've been seeing a lot of lately, Cowboys fans are actually starting to become more realists, like understanding what it is and what it ain't, right? But they're still Cowboys fans. And so, unfortunately, Jerry's going to continue to win because you guys are actually starting to realize, like I'm seeing more and more posts of the realness of what the Cowboys are really about and understanding that your organization isn't trying to win. They're just trying to get the dollars in. And the crazy part is there are more Cowboys haters, some personally, that are more fanatics than the actual Cowboys fans and people that enjoy the Cowboys. That part I've seen too. It's crazy the people that ain't Cowboys fans, but yet they're posting about the loss before the Cowboys fans. It's absolutely crazy and hilarious to me. It cracks me up every time I see it.
I've always said the Cowboys are not America's team because of the fans. The Cowboys are America's team because of all the haters that they're posting about stuff 24/7. You don't want us to be called America's team. Stop posting about it. But my thing is this, and our guy Rick Perales, SA Premier, he'll tell you straight up about me. He'll always say, you're probably the most real Cowboy fan that I've ever met because I've been like that for a while. I sit there, they're 12-5. Great. Show me what you're going to do in January. Show me. Because I've been a part of weights. I was part of the Super Bowl fandom back when I was growing up. I got to see Super Bowl championships. I feel sorry for these kids that are 20-something years old, 30 years old that haven't seen it. But I've seen what a championship team looks like. The guys in Dallas, they don't have the toughness, the mental toughness, the physical toughness to win a Super Bowl. And when they show me that they do, then I'll believe. But I love the 12-5. I love walking down the Eagles in the last week of the season and winning the division. And I love that. But I know that in January, we play against a team like the 49ers who will punch you in the mouth repeatedly until you learn how to punch back. That's the ceiling. So I'm starting to see a lot more realism too. So I'm with you on that. I've seen a lot more realism from Cowboy fans.
Y'all have a tough game this weekend, huh? Against the Giants, correct?
Matter of fact, if they lose that game, then I know the little downward spiral is really going to happen. But I believe they win that game, and then everybody starts singing "Kumbaya" again.
Yeah, they'll be 2-2, right?
They'll be 2-2, but then they'll have to play against the Steelers, and I think the Steelers are another team. Although they're not great, I think the Steelers will punch you in the mouth repeatedly too if you let them, and we'll see how they respond to that. But I don't think they respond well to that kind of stuff.
And then who y'all have, Mike, this week?
Great question. I'll tell you on Sunday. I told you I'm not a fan nor a fanatic. I'm a guy that has always been have always supported the 49ers. So I won't be able to know that until Sunday when I go look.
That's no fun.
Huh?
That's no fun at all. That's no fun at all. Would you just say you just support the team?
I go check who they're playing, and then I check periodically how they're doing.
I'm gonna do it for you here.
They play the Patriots.
Ooh,
that's a tough one.
In Foxborough, right?
It looks like it's in San Fran. It's in San Francisco.
Okay, I got y'all to win that. Y'all don't want too much news at home.
Or Santa Clara. I think it's Santa Clara now. Actually.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Bringing teams from the East Coast to the West Coast. Y'all usually win those games. So if I was a gambling man, I would bet I'm betting 49ers on that. What's the spread?
I've never bet on sports. I can't answer that question for you.
No, Rich.
I don't know, man. Let's see.
And he called you out, Rich.
I'll let you know. You know, my middle name is Prize Picks. Let's see. I don't know. I'll find that. It's Niners by 10.
Oh wow.
That ain't nothing. We was up 10 against the Rams and gave that one away. Lord, I couldn't even leave from Austin and get to the gym and find out we done gave the game away.
Yeah, that's big. That's big. That means that's saying
we was in control of that game.
No, Vegas is saying y'all gonna blow them out. That's what
Vegas say anything to make people take them bets and the odds and the numbers.
House always wins.
House always wins.
That's why they have those big, beautiful billion-dollar buildings out there because of people like us or people that gamble.
Well, let's go ahead. Let's jump into it, guys.
Yes, sir.
What you guys had to sports plex this weekend, Mike?
This coming weekend, we've got.
No, this past weekend. You didn't have anything?
It wasn't our event. Somebody written it out.
Got it.
Basketball's happening. I wasn't there. Basketball's happening now.
So what you got this week though?
This week is our Fall Fest tourney, and then our end of season tourney for our grassroots league. You know, that league that we try to give kids a sense of the tourney feeling, and so that's this weekend as well. So it's a mixed up tourney, but 12 solid divisions between Saturday and Sunday. 6 on Saturday, 6 on Sunday. Teams gonna be getting it on. I got a lot of town teams, a lot of Laredo, Del Rio Valley, Austin in the building. So it's gonna be a nice mixture this weekend.
So you're still doing EMS? Is that going on or no?
EMS starts next Friday, October 4th.
So next Friday, October 4th. Okay, there you go.
Yep.
October 4th for EMS. And this weekend we got the Fall Festival, and then you had another little tournament mix in between that.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Full weekend. Full nice weekend.
Any teams you want to mention? Just give a shout out to, thanking you, and you thanking them rather for supporting, or just pretty much thank everybody.
I thank any and all teams, and the reason I thank any and all teams, and I'm not even going to try to name a few because I don't want to miss anybody to feel snubbed or anything, but any and every team that I reach out to, that reaches out to me, that comes and supports any event within the Alamo City All-Star Sportsplex, I salute. And the reason that I give big salutes and the reason I do my best to take care of teams is because there's so many tournaments and leagues going on right now. You know, You got individuals out there that are running tournaments but can't pay their own tournament fee when they play in other events. Not calling any names, but there are individuals out there doing this. Individuals out there that are soliciting kids for organizations but can't pay their attorney fees and league fees. And y'all need to stop that. I'm not gonna call your names. I'm better than that, but you know who you are. You need to stop that. Like, stop doing this. Stay in your level. Stay on your level. Stay in the lane you belong in. You know, this is a monster. You know, and some of this stuff. You know, all I'm gonna say is there's something coming down the pipeline that a lot of people are not gonna like, and I'm okay with that because it's gonna be for the greater good of the city and for the greater good of youth basketball. So just know there's something coming down the pipeline.
Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. Real quick. So, what's the? I know you said all your brackets are full, but as far as your next event after the Fall Fest, what's next? And then how much is it? And then where can I get information from?
So the next event, you know, we are supporting uh, Premier Athletics and their Hoop for Hopes events. That's the breast cancer event that they do every year. And so we're playing a minor support role to them for that event. But the Sportsplex next major event is our part two of the series, and that's the
Okay.
weekend of October 19th and 20th. And so I'm getting ready to, you know, I've got some homework to do and some work to do this week because that same weekend, you know, Full Court Athletics is running their zombie takeover event. And so I've got to work around, you know, all of those obstacles and hurdles that are going to come with another major player tournament director running the same weekend. And so gonna be fun, but you know, so I do what I do.
Okay.
But trust me, after this weekend I'm taking, I'm coming back. When I tell I'm coming back revitalized and recharged, I'm coming back revitalized and recharged.
Got it. Got it. And then as far as the series, are you running anything? So you just running the series that weekend? That'll be part two. You already pretty much got everybody signed up for that already, correct?
I mean, I got, you know,
I know you
the
got the
way
winners and losers as far as
the way things are going, the way things are going now, people say yes and then they say no. And so until payments made, until you give me the check mark confirmation that you're in, I don't have anybody right now, you know?
okay.
And so that's the way I look at it and I treat it. You know, here I am sending out schedules. Oh, coach, my bad. Forgot to tell you we're not available this weekend. Why do you have to wait for the tournament schedule to be released? You knew 72 hours ago you weren't available this weekend, you know? And so just trying to make things better. And I'm going to lose teams because a lot of teams like to wait last minute. A lot of teams like to pay at the door and pay you later and all that stuff. No, no. I'm okay with changing the clientele to make it better. I'm okay with that. I am. You know, you let a team in on consignment, give them a week so they can run their tournament, try to get the tournament fee from the week before, and then they duck and dodge you. I'm telling you, things are going to change. That's all I'm going to say. Things are going to change. There's something coming down the pipeline that's going to change all of that.
Okay.
I mean, it's just, you know, I just wish people understood. It, running a business, it's not free. Running a business is not free. We do require income to run the business to make it. I don't understand how so many people have a hard time paying for tournaments. You know, if you play one, play one.
It's not even about the payment aspect of it, folks. For me, it's about the communication piece.
Yeah.
Because I played in tournaments, and if I've got 4 or 5 teams in that weekend, it's not on purpose. But you know what? The instant that director, hey, Mike, just touch a base, my bad, Sid. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I shouldn't have to chase you down.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to send a message every other day for 2, 3 weeks to get your payment. You shouldn't be texting me, oh, I got your payment. Oh, but I need something. Can you help me? I can't help you. Now you go ghost again. But
Mm-hmm.
then you're all over social media trying to get kids, trying to promote kids, trying to run a tournament, trying to run a league. Stop it. Because I'm telling you, there's going to come a day, the same way you coaches like to go online and talk about tournament directors, there's going to come a day you're not going to like when that table turns. You're not going to like it. Y'all know who you are. Now, I'm going to be a good boy. I'm not calling anybody names. but you know who you are. Then they want to get attitudes when they reach out to you to play. Hey, I need payment before I put your name anywhere near the schedule. Oh, you gonna do me like that? Yes. I'm tired of having to answer to my boss while I've got 2 and 3 teams still delinquent.
Wow. Yeah.
I've got children and mouths to feed too. It's gonna be me before you. And you wanna know something? Oh man, Mike only about money, man. He won't let us play unless we pay. Well, why am I treating you like that? So I want folks to know when people start talking, ask them that question. Well, what did you do that's making Mike treat you like this? See if they answer that part real. And then if anybody ever comes to y'all with my name in their mouth, let me know. See if they have that same energy with me there. Said what I said, and that's what it is.
Woo, I love it. You know, you got our support. I approve this message.
We're gonna go ahead and move on, and both of you guys are just putting a damper on my parade here.
No, ET. See, the thing is, the caveat to everything that I'm saying is for the handful, and it's less than the fingers on my hand of teams that do this. There are plenty of hands and feet full, like you asked me earlier. I thank all the ones that support and do it the right way. They send me the text, hey, Mike, can I take care of it on this day? And they do. I let the message be known. You cannot sign in for your first game without that bill paid. You know what they do? They take care of it. Like I said, it's less than a handful that do. So I'm just putting the message out there to let it be known it's coming to an end. I've done a pretty good job of wheeling all of that out of here, and it's been great. But for the ones or two that slip by every now and again, it's coming to an end. No, it's a great parade. You want to know why? Because over 50 teams are going to be playing this weekend and ready to rock and roll, confirming their schedule. My phone's going nuts as we're sitting here talking right now because I got all my schedules sent out before we started the podcast. It's frustrating when you spend a Tuesday night getting work done and you wake up Wednesday to do your job as promised and have it published, and then you get hit with, oh, I can't. Now you got to go back and do work that I shouldn't have to be doing.
No, I understand. No, I know. I've been there, done that, got a T-shirt, but again.
Hey, Dr. Dre, can you say what the song be?
Hey, man, listen, Dr. Dre.
You got the Stunner shades on. You can do it.
Keep Dr. Dre name clean right now because he's one of the feuders.
Hey, Eric.
Yes,
Coach, real quick, just for us on the show, I want you in your best prime time voice and everything. Ask for your theme music.
Stop it. I'm not going to do it.
So give me my theme music. Come on, man.
You know what? All right, we'll do it before the show ends. But here, let's talk about what happened this weekend at because I know you were busy, Rich, and you did let us know you were busy this weekend other than that. But me and Mike did get to watch some games here at the Mission Concepcion, where the Gasso Great American Shootout had their fall tour, which is, listen, I'm telling you, I don't know how they do it. I don't know what relationships they do have with all the high schools. But, man, they did a great job this weekend. And they had some great matchups to where, though, they actually had the Brennan Bears in the building. They had the Brennan Bears in the building, and they put on the show. We got to watch some great basketball. And I just wanted to kind of touch on some of the kids that I got, some of the games or just some of the kids, I guess, that I got to see. Mike, go ahead. You go ahead and start us off because you were there.
Well, no. You're going to start us off. Rich wasn't sick. His Cowboys was on a losing streak. He wasn't trying to show no face.
No, he's working.
Oh man,
he's working.
I'm here now. Come on. I never hide behind the loss.
He doesn't. He did it. He was here last week. He did a show with me.
That's why he wearing Under Armour shirt right now, right?
Huh?
What?
Yeah. Under Armour. So that's a legitimate brand of shirt. But hey, look right over my shoulder. Right?
Look, Cowboys fans start wearing Spurs hats and Tim Duncan jerseys.
I don't do that. Look over my shoulder right here. That's a star. You cut my arm right here. It bleeds blue and silver.
How are we talking about football again? But it's the basketball
Mike,
segment. Huh?
Get Mike, man. Get
Come
Mike.
on now. Stay on topic. Stay on topic. Don't
ET,
take away from the gas.
this past weekend, phenomenal event.
What you
And I
had?
think it's
What you
easy.
had?
I think it's easy for the Gasso to get those teams in the building because everybody wants a sneak peek. Who's got what? Who's got where? Who done left and went where? And so, a little sneak peek at what's getting ready to go down in the city. The only thing that threw me off this past weekend is they made a lot of the teams play back to backs. That was the only thing that threw me off. Like literally one game and then right to the next. That I didn't understand that one.
That's their again. I don't knock it or whatever. That's Gasso. That's what they do. They've been doing it for the last 2 years. So for me, I like it because it gets teams in and out. But at the same time, I know what you're saying. They play hard, play tough, then they don't get no time to rest. But again, man, they've been doing that little way of system. I got to watch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I only got to watch 6 games. I didn't watch too much. I just stayed for long enough to watch about 6 games. And some of the kids I want to kind of bring out, there was I didn't get a post about them because I'm trying to do a story on them, but I just wanted to kind of mention their name. But from Stony Point, one of the first games I got to see Landon Short from Stony Point, number 10. He dropped 26. The very first game I did get to walk in the gym at 9 o'clock was the Marshall versus Bernie game. They're going to see each other later on in the season when both coaches are available. Marshall took them and won that game in overtime. We got to see 2 kids from that. Well, 3 kids altogether, but 2 kids that really showed his stuff was this Colt Johnson young man and that kid, that 2027, Jason Vidaurri. We had Jason Vidaurri on the show. We interviewed him, and man, that young man is a 27, very unselfish, and he shares the basketball. In overtime, you brought it to my attention, Mike. You said the last 3 possessions that they had the ball, he touched the ball on all 3. He scored 5 points in the game winner. The game winner, and his defense was
close, but not quite.
Excuse me?
Close, but not quite.
What do you mean close but not quite? What does that even mean? Like,
what I said was he had his hand in every play in overtime, and he didn't score all 5. He assisted, right? Then he scored, and then he got the steal, and then he's the doggone game winner. So when you talk about big time PT Peter, wow.
So in overtime, they scored 7 points to win the game. He scored. Excuse me? No, they needed 5 to win, but they scored 7. The first basket was a pass. The big Colt scored that. The second one was him laying the ball up. That's 4 points. And then he made a 3-point shot, which was a game winner. That's 7 points, if my math is correct.
Just wanted to clarify. Okay.
No, you being hey, come on, man. Come on. You mess with the flow. You mess with the flow.
Bottom line is he killed.
Yes, he
killed.
Did.
That's the bottom line and the moral of the story.
He had the ball in his hand, and he made sure he willed his team to make sure they got the victory. Again, they should have took care of that in the beginning. We did talk about that. But again, I mentioned that to him too, and he was like, "You're right. I should have took over earlier." But again, phenomenal player. I think they're going to make a little noise, even though they changed districts. I think they're going to be okay. We got a chance to see Nick Hernandez. I did an interview on that young man. Oh man, he lit it up. He shot a bunch of threes in the game to keep them in the game to help them go to overtime. But again, he just didn't have enough. Did a great job though. But East Central, they have 2 great players, a Harrison, a 2025, and a Williams. They call him Zebo. Both of those guys, oh man, phenomenal job to help them get a win. And then we watched John Jay. Hey, they full of guards. They got 3 guards on that team that even playing minimal minutes. Cam still, I got to mention his name, but Jaden Gillian and JJ, they both carried that team to help make sure they got the wins in both of their games, or the game I watched. And then the kid Ogden from St. Michael's. That kid's a 2026. That young man is, oh man, he's nice. And then our last player of the game would be Mr. Kingston Fleming. We did the interview on. And thank you again, Mike, for lining that up for us. That was a great interview we did. And that young man is definitely a special basketball player. Go ahead, Mike.
A team we didn't talk about that was very impressive, Antonian. I don't know if you were gone already. Antonian's going to they're gonna do some things. They they took Stony Point to they took Stony Point to overtime after a tough one with Brennan. And so to go back to back with those two juggernauts and play in the fashion that they played, impressive. So
I
definitely look
love
out
their
for those
guard.
guys.
I love their
Amari,
guard. Their,
Amari Guerra, beast.
I didn't get a chance to really watch both of their games against Brennan and then Stony Point, but I did get a chance to watch him play on Sunday because they had their I can't think what it's a camp they do, but they do a camp and hey
It's
man,
called Next Gen.
next gen camp, yes, and hey, that was special. That young man, he can play. He can play. He's one of the few players I got a list of that I want to mention on Sunday, but we're going to finish up talking about Saturday. But yeah, I get a chance to watch him play. Now he played with a player the second day on Sunday, where again he showed how unselfish he is. I thought he liked to have the basketball in his hand a lot. Nope, I was wrong. I was wrong. I was wrong.
So if you think back to this past summer, when we talked about him and highlighted him, the thing that was making him special because he was with EYBL Houston Hoops, and the thing that was making him special was because of his playing off the ball. He was doing the other things, assisting, rebounding, playing defense, right? And then when he picked and chose his opportunities and had a very successful spring and summer on the road. And so now he gets to come back and his mindset and his IQ of knowing when and when not to, like he literally, I mean, if he wanted to go every play, he could, but that's what makes him special because he's truly making everyone around him better. He's a focal point and he knows it. And he's putting his players in the right position. He's vocal like a true floor general. Uh, I tried to get him on the show with us, but he's got a ton of things going on and that didn't happen. But we've been highlighting that man, and we're gonna make sure that we continue to highlight that man uh, through his graduation of 2026.
No, I think it's 2027.
2026.
Oh, he's 2026?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, hey, listen, he can play. I'm definitely gonna highlight him. He's definitely on the Super Sports Media watch list of 2026s because again, man, he plays so unselfish. And again, I don't know what it was, but I just remember him playing at home. He took a lot of shots. Because I believe they needed it. But now he has a supporting cast, and I've seen him play. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Like watching him play and just distribute the basketball. And again, hey man, he's special. He's special. What you got, Rich? You got to
Absolutely.
say something.
No, man. I mean, I've seen him work. I mean, I've seen him in his summer workouts when he's in the gym training. I saw this morning. His dad posted a video of him at 5:30 a.m. this morning. Conditioning, running. So it's not by accident that he's as good as he is. It's a lot of work, a lot of hard work goes into that. So I commend that. I commend that young man because not there's not a lot of kids that want the process as much as they want the results, and he does. He commits to the process, and it's paying off for
And that's what it's really all about, really. And that's bring up another kid that's really playing well right now. And that's Logan Gonzalez with Steel. Again, he's another player that I got a chance to watch a little bit. I didn't get to highlight him at all, really, because their game was going on another time I was watching another game. But I just wanted to make sure everybody knows he's having a great start to his fall, his basketball season. He's looking really, really good. He's looking the part. He's another 2026 that again, he's filling the bucket up. He's he's the guy you make the extra pass to right now. That's he can shoot the ball well. He's playing really, really good defense, and he's also now able to move with the ball. I like to see that, and that's one of the things I think he needed to work on last year. And now he's doing it, and he looks phenomenal. He looks really, really good right now. So the whoever he's working with and whatever they're doing a good job with him. He's another standout that I think that I really liked seeing him play and develop what he was because again, I always tell a story. Some kids don't understand that where it's like, hey, it's not your turn. Now it's his turn. Now it's his turn. He's playing well. He looks the part. He looks the part. And he plays with the Steel Knights.
Two other teams that looked really good this past weekend. San Marcos. San Marcos group looked good. They have a guard that's a grown man, uh, ridiculously strong, plays strong, moves strong. Everything he does is strong. But then Reagan looked good. I didn't get to get the point guard's name. Another strong basketball guard, good floor general, good IQ, good pace, good speed. And then they have two lights out snipers in the Chase and Cole. You know, those two, Big Brother 26, excuse me, 27, and Big Brother 25 and Little Brother 26. And those dudes they got cannons and range, and they can fill it up. And so, yeah, it's San Antonio high school basketball this year is gonna be fun to watch. Right, it's gonna be real fun to watch.
It is. And another team that we got to mention, Wagner played this weekend. And again, after talking to Coach Clark, watching those guys play, and they gotta that's man that 5A, the district they're in, I think right now, just district is probably by far like built like the SEC. They have like 9 teams, I believe, in that district, and only 4 teams get to come out. And every day is going to be a battle. A battle is going to be a battle. As far as Sunday, just some players that I got to watch. There's coming one player from that district I got to watch is this young man, Alex Elliott from Alamo Heights. Hey man, I never seen that kid. Hey, he looked really, really good. Very athletic. He can play above the rim. He ran the floor well. He had no problem with sharing the basketball, and just seeing him play above the rim in that next gen event was really, really nice because that's what you want to see. You want to see kids how athletic they are. You want to see them play above the rim. You want to, we know everyone can shoot the ball. We know everyone can pass and ball handle. But we want to see you do the extra things, running the floor. Actually, did you have a jump shot? Playing, if you can, play above the basket. And oh man, he was a player that really caught my eye. Matter of fact, I was watching him. He dunked the ball, and I promise you, I waited just to watch him play to get his name and find out who this young man is. And then one more standout that I wanted to make sure I mention. We don't mention Jaden Fleming from Clark. He's another young man that I saw was really, really athletic and played above the rim with no problem. I'm definitely got those two guys on the schedule to where though I got to go find when they playing. Alamo Heights is going to be a little bit easier because they're going to play the Wagners and they're going to play the Bernie and they're going to play Bernie Champions and all those guys. I have them on my schedule to watch them, so I'm not worried about those guys. But definitely want to have that. I got to add Clark. I always miss out on Clark. And Clark, man, they have talent. They be having talent over there. I think that's your district, isn't it, Rich? The district you want to cover?
No, they're over with Reagan and Churchill in that district and Brandeis.
So they're in District 28. District 28, 6A. Okay. Because you're covering 27, yeah.
But they'll play a lot of their games at Northside Gym, so that's right down the street from me. So I'll get a chance to get in the gym and watch them.
Okay. Anything else, Mike, from Saturday?
It was a beautiful environment, man. Uh, Good basketball, kids playing, kids hooping, coaches in there watching their kids play. Uh, felt bad for O'Connor this weekend. Literally, their four tallest players, all 6'5" and above, all are injured right now. So
Yeah.
they had the luxury of battling this weekend without any bigs. And I tell you what, they got some tough as nail guards, boy, because them guards is in there mixing up and making things hard. They made it hard. So it's going to be fun when they get their bigs back and get their inside presence back to see what they're going to do with it to go along with those tough nosed guards.
Tough.
Well, that one game where I was mentioning Stony Point, I was just pulling up my notes here. That game was against Harlan. Harlan gonna be okay. They got some young guards, but they're gonna be okay. They got two good guards over there, and they got a new big now, and they're gonna be fun to watch this whole season. That's gonna be a fun team to watch. And again, they lost to Stony Point pretty bad, but again, Stony Point was hitting on all cylinders, just knocking down shots. But they beat a tough TMI team by 2. So to see them bounce back, lose to Stony Point, then come back and then play TMI, that's really, really good. And the fact they won, that's even better. So they went 1-1 this weekend. So again, man, it was an exciting time to be in the gym this weekend. I want to give another shout out to Gasso for allowing us to be there and covering their players. Story be out on Thursday. Story's going to come out Thursday, same day the show airs. And so just real quick, I want to mention a few other players that I just wrote their names down. Just happen to see them playing in the next gen. Quentin Proctor, great job watching him play, just running up and down there. Trayvon Clark, Talon Todd. I mean, that little young fella's fast. He is super fast. And see him not playing with Brennan, but see him doing the next gen event. Oh man, he still plays with a motor. Jaden Flemings, and then Isaiah Ward. It's just a few, and then DJ Miller. It's just a few players I got a chance to watch. That was 26s that I wanted to kind of make sure I mentioned. They're on our watch list. So I just want to kind of say, hey man, y'all keep hooping because you guys really impressed me, and not taking anything away from any other players. It's 26 that were playing and had really good games. I apologize if I didn't get to see your game and I overlooked you. It wasn't on purpose or anything because we have a lot of basketball, but those are the ones that caught my eye. And again, we're still this preseason, so don't trust me. Before our list comes out, I'll get to see hopefully everybody that's out there playing. Got an event this weekend. We're going to be up at Round Rock. I don't know. I think it's the I-35, one of the I-35 showdowns there with Alamo City Hoops. So we're going to be up there. So I get to watch some games. That's pretty much it. It's on my little schedule there. What you guys got for this weekend?
Mike, you got your tournament, right?
Yep.
He's got his tournament.
I'll be in the gym all weekend.
Mike's got his tournament going. I got a busy weekend myself, work related. But I'm looking forward to just getting to the season already. That's going to be the fun part. Going to, for me, I'll be spending a lot of time at Northside Gym, the Harlan District Gym, and Paul Taylor Fieldhouse. And it'll be a lot of fun. Like you said, there's going to be a lot of good basketball once the season kicks off. District's going to be a lot of fun this year.
Yeah, but if you can, you need to come check out. Like I told you, it's the SEC, that 5A district that Wagner, Alamo Heights, Bernie, New Braunfels, all those guys are in. Because man, it's going to be Smithson Valley. It's going to be some. No, Mike, don't do that. It's going to be.
Yeah.
Hey, I know it's no S, man. Again, I know, man. I just can't say it. Okay. I mean, hey, man, it's a German word. All right.
Hey, man, the thing I love about this district over here is they all put on their socks and shoes the same way, man. They all do it.
That they do, and they all enjoy running a race. They all running that race.
They're all running their own race. Yes, sir.
They all running their own race, man. It's the I-35 Syntax High School Showdown this weekend up at Round Rock. So we'll be up there. Hopefully, kids to play hard, and we get to give some love to some Austin teams up there because it was some Austin teams and Killeen teams down here this past weekend for the gas.
You're going to have Stony Point up there, St. Michael's. You're going to have some Laredo teams, Laredo Nixon, Laredo United South. You'll have Kerrville Tybee. Judson will be there. So Judson, how they looking, Coach?
Judson's looking really good. Again,
yeah.
If you talk to Coach Cantu, he's they're still gelling, but no, honestly, they look real good. Ivan Dorn, Red got moved up, and then you got Gerald O'Neill. Matter of fact, I'm trying to get with him to get an interview with him because he's a 2020. I think he's a 2026, and he has a lot of responsibility this year towards though he was growing and into the role he has now. So he's a nice little point guard now, or just a guard period because he can shoot the ball. He always shot the ball well, but now he's trying to understand, become that point guard. And hey, man, he's coming along real good. So I believe Judson's going to be one or two in their district. Coach Cantu don't like when I talk like that, but I just between them and Steele and Flemings, it's going to be something. It's going to be something. It's going to be something.
Hey, Riley, did we ever find out? Did we ever find out is that game on November 2nd or November 9th, the Judson Wagner opener?
The Judson Wagner Open is that Saturday. So the second, I believe, is
second.
Hold on, I'll tell you right now because Judson has a home game, and then they play Wagner at home again. So they have two games.
I think it's got to be the 9th, and I think it's going to be Saturday the 9th, then because the season doesn't open up October; it opens up. So I think it's got to be Saturday the 9th. Then.
Yeah, no, it's November 2nd. Their first game.
Yes, it is. November 2nd.
No. Judson's first game is the 2nd. So
okay,
Judson opens up.
Judson Wagner is going to be 9th.
Yes, the 9th. Yes, correct. Yeah, I just didn't see I couldn't see the calendar, so I wasn't sure what day the 2nd and 9th, blah blah blah. But yeah, the 9th is going to be on. That's that Judson Wagner game, which is going to be a little tough for Coach Cantu. I got to talk to him a little bit. We won't have all his guys back, but still, again, it's going to be a good game. So
that's going to be a game that's good for the community.
Oh, always. Every time those two match up right now, between now and then, either one of them retire, it's going to be a good matchup because both of them coach really well and they get kids behind them. That's always good for the program. They're like the, big brother, little brother type feel because Wagner's 5A, Judson's 6A, but Wagner at one time was 6A and vice versa. So, yeah, it's going to be a real good game. But, yeah, the season opens up on the 2nd of November. I think they get back. They actually can put their hands on the kids sometime in October. I don't know the date on that. Don't quote me on that part. But I know it's in October. But yeah, that district that Wagner's in is the SEC. I'm calling that. Man, that's the gauntlet right there. Piper's in that district too. Oh man, those guys got an uphill battle. Remember, they only can get 4 slots, so it's gonna be something to watch. Your guys, Vets is there. So how did Vets look? Did you get a chance to watch Vets? I didn't get a chance to watch those guys this weekend. Okay, you either? Okay.
Not.
Okay. All right. Well, hey man, let's move along then. Let's move along. What about what can't you make up this week?
On this episode of Can't Make This Ish Up. If you owe the Sportsplex money, don't call me asking me for favors to rent the gym.
Simple.
Just don't do it. Like, check it. So again, I'm not gonna call no names, but for this episode, I'm gonna share this story, and I can't make this stuff up. I get a text message. Text message one. Now, mind you, there's 3 text messages that I received, and all 3 of them were within a 1-minute radius. Text message number one, happy belated birthday. Text message number two, uh, I'm gonna send your payment here in a minute. Text message number three, give me a call. I need your help with something. And so, me being goofy, I entertain it. What can I help you with? I need the gym 2 nights a week. Da, 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 da. I'm sorry. The gym is booked for locked and stock. Haven't heard from him since. So that's what I got for this week's episode of Can't Make This Ish Up, man.
I'm sorry, man. Put me on mute, man. You had me tired back here. So that's just like it's like a friend or
I'm not calling in. I can't make
no.
this
I
stuff
was
up.
trying to
It
no.
happened.
Yeah,
It happened. That was the conversation. Haven't heard from the individual since.
yeah,
They're
yeah,
alive
yeah,
though, because they live on social media. They're alive,
yeah,
but
yeah. That's good. That's good. That's
can't
good.
make this stuff up.
Hey, man. Well, again, we got some great interviews
I'm mad at the
airing
way you
today.
laughed that loud just now.
Hey, man. Only you can see me. I put me on mute just on purpose. Only you can see me, man. I put it out here. Hey, hey. I'm gonna start my chair. I'm gonna start my chair. We got some great interviews. We had Brennan's coach on the show with us. Interview them, and also Steele's coach. So both talking to
Who's coach? You said we had Brennan's coach.
Brennan coach. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess
What
up
were the, what were
Cody's
the,
last name. Yeah, I went back and I was enunciating his name wrong, and I told him I apologize, and so I'm not even gonna try right now because I didn't hear it, so I'm not gonna mess. Can you say Cody's last name, please?
Coach Cody Cogill? It's Cogill.
Cogill. Yeah, Cogill. There you go, Cody Cogill. And I always mess up
But
Cody's last name because I thought it. Hey, I argued
but
you
the thing,
up and down, but hey, I'm just
like
saying when I'm
I
wrong. You
know,
see how I do? I do when I'm wrong. I go to the air and let people know, hey man, I'm sorry, I got it wrong.
but the
I
thing
have no
about it
problem
is
with that.
the reason I got to pick on you is because I tried to save you from all of that. Because you were
No,
like,
because hey,
Mike, I'm gonna take our conversation. Mike, COW spells what? And I said Cal. And I turned around and asked you and I said, BOW spells what? Bow or bow. Oh, it ain't Cogill. I try to tell you, like I tried to
facts,
save you now. I told you, like, if I
facts.
don't know, I'll be the first. I'm just like you. If I don't know, I am
Mm-hmm.
the first one to tell you I don't know. And
Okay,
don't get me to lying or fabricate. I don't know. I tried to save you from that, Bo. I did.
nah, that's okay, man. I like to show. I like to show I'm human. I don't mind. I don't
Hey,
mind. I don't
Rich,
want to be
Rich,
perfect.
Rich. But here's the other funny part, though, Rich. So after he messes up the enunciation of the last name, he spelled the damn last name wrong on the show, and then was gonna argue with me and Cody when we both telling him that he got the name spelled wrong.
So if you go back, if you go back and look, I did spell it wrong, and then I fixed it because I saw it. I sent it out, and so I went back to what's it called. And y'all probably didn't see that part, but I did. I went back and fixed it on the notes because I saw that. I was like, oh, and I knew what y'all were talking about. That's why I was like, oh, that they must didn't see the corrected one. But I did. I did spell it wrong. I spelled it with a D, right?
No, you
I spelled
spelled
it
it with a C.
with a C. Yeah, there we go. Yes, instead of the K.
No,
Yeah,
excuse me. No, excuse me. You had the K. You corrected the K, but then you put the D in there. You didn't have it
yeah,
Koty. You had Kody.
yeah,
So you
yeah.
corrected the C to the K, but you still had D instead of T.
Yeah.
So you still was wrong.
Again, so hey man,
Hey,
I'm just letting you know.
big players mess up too. That's what we
Exactly,
said,
exactly.
right?
Hey man, hey, players mess up
Especially with
too. You
this
know what
kind
I'm
of
saying?
shade, I can understand missing the wrong
Play,
key. You know what I'm saying?
hey, players mess up too. You know what I'm saying? Famous words of Mike Epps and was it Friday after next, right? Friday after next.
Yes, sir.
You know, but look,
Top
man,
sports media of the world, Craig.
that's it. That's it. Look, I think that was a great interview having him and Coach Hub on the show. They did
Man,
a great job with their programs, both for two top. Matter of fact, they played each other this weekend. They played each other this weekend, so we got to see that last time they played each other. Still got the best of them, but this weekend, not so much. Yeah, Brennan got the best of them there. And then we had again, I mentioned having Kingston Fleming on the show, and thank you again, Mike, for setting both of his coach and Kingston up on the show. So good weekend, man. Good weekend.
Man, the thing that I love about all the coaches that we get is they all have something differently special about them. Like Cody's mindset and approach to things, Coach Hubbard's just positive outlook in like all of their mindsets, but all with the same end goal. And it's just phenomenal to see all of these great individuals that are leading our youth, in these high schools. It's that's been the dopest part of me for all these interviews we've had, man.
Well, I will say thank you to them. They do recognize what we're trying to do, and again, without them, like I always give them credit and I always give them, thanks to them, we wouldn't be able to do what we do because they see what we're trying to do. We're trying to bring light to them and their program and the kids, and just have kids have opportunity. I left out a kid, and well, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna bring him up on our 2027s. That's out of Bernie. I'll bring him up when I talk about our 2027s. But yeah, that they love what we're doing, and so by them loving what we're doing and trying to bring light to what they have and what they're trying to do, it's just nice. And like I say, Coach Cogill was just really really good. The insight of basketball he has. That young man is like one of those encyclopedias, man. I don't know if
Square pants.
young folks know what an encyclopedia is, but that dude is full of because before you came on,
Square pants.
me and that dude was talking basketball, and just the way he looks at basketball is just so different. Like he looks at it from a perfectionist way, and that's to me just hanging out with that would be so contagious. It's like man, I would have to think basketball every day to the point to where though I would eat, sleep, and talk basketball.
Well, think about it. Now, I'm not going to give away this nugget. You got to go watch the show to figure it out. But think about Kingston's answer with the championship mindset that Kingston has. Think
Oh
about
yeah,
that answer and think about it. It
yeah.
relates. It
Yes,
makes
it
sense.
does. Yes, 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 yes. He's yes. To see, to talk to him, and then him have some of the answers that he had, and then to know who a person who watched him since third grade, it's crazy. It
Right.
matches. All
It
that
make it
matches.
makes sense.
It
Yeah.
makes sense. It does. It does. The piece of the puzzle. So again, that was a great interview. We got a bunch of great interviews, and what I'm liking, I'm starting to get questions from the young fellas, young players like, Coach, what's up, man? When you get me on? I said, hey, man, I didn't know you want to get on. I didn't know you watch. That's the good part too. And I want to make sure we let these athletes know, hey, man, all you gotta do is just let us know. You're welcome to. The platform is theirs. And I tell everybody that the platform belongs to San Antonio. It doesn't belong to me. It doesn't belong to you, Rich, or anybody else. It belongs to San Antonio and Austin. So again, we'll have players from wherever want to come on. So again, just hit us up. Hit us up. You know our Twitter. And these two nice gentlemen is in front of the screen with me. So just let us know.
Speaking of
Just let us
Twitter,
know.
speaking of
Go
Twitter,
ahead.
we in
Or
trouble. I
X.
say we, but I mean you. You got a
What I
text
do?
message. You got a text message that I say we, but it's you.
Okay. What happened? What I do now?
Go look at your text message.
Okay. Because I was not reading my.
Like you keep messing. Like
No,
I
I
have to
did
go
it.
all the ones.
No,
Why that guy,
listen,
man?
listen. No, 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 no. Listen, because first it's a process, man. You gotta understand it's a process. I thought I did post his. I go back and check. I go back and check because I thought I did. I go back
Rich,
because
what you got for final thoughts
hey,
for this
listen,
week, Rich?
real quick, just to let him know, and then again, we can air it. Let him know his episode. His episode has got over where is it? It got over almost 275 views. So it's charming.
Now I'm getting ready. When we get off the line. I'm getting ready to share all the coaches' interviews on one post, and then all the kids' interviews on another post. Make sure everybody
Go
can,
for it.
just one stop shop and just
One stop shop.
go back, click, and start subscribing and, be able to keep up with the show. Because
Yes, sir, and I
we're gonna
appreciate that,
continue
man.
highlighting. We're gonna continue highlighting. We're gonna continue giving flowers. We're gonna try to be a game changer, with making sure kids and coaches are acknowledged,
Yes,
for
and
for
that's what
for,
we
for
want to
this
make sure
simple
we
specific
do.
reason. Rich, what you got for final thoughts, Rich?
Final thoughts,
Hold
huh?
on, hold on. Do you got anything for can't make this stuff up?
Man, I really don't. I really don't have anything. Can't make this stuff up. Actually, I do. I do. I do. I'm gonna look up the thing we were talking about earlier. UNLV quarterback, I think Matthew Sluka. I'm not sure how you pronounce his name. They're off to a 3-0 start, which is good. But he is now going to redshirt himself because he isn't getting the NIL money that he was promised to come to UNLV.
Well, they
So,
didn't say NIL money. They said obligations. That
well,
they
well,
didn't say
well,
NIL.
right here on this tweet, it says NIL money on this tweet.
Oh, it's tweet said okay, okay.
Let's see. It was an NIL deal gone awry, but you can't make this stuff up, and it's going to go to my final thoughts too. Uh, man, it's a new era of college sports. That's football, but it's going to be happening in basketball too, and every other sport. And it's like you said, it's going to trickle down to youth sports eventually. It's just this new era where a kid can commit to play for a school, and then the monetary obligations weren't honored, and now the kid's going to go and he's going to redshirt. Yeah, you can't make that stuff up, man. I thought I'd seen it all, but now I guess I haven't.
But check this though. But here's my thing, right? Okay, let's look at it from this way. A coach comes to RJ's, come to your house, and he tells you that RJ's going to get a full scholarship to hoop. RJ gets there, and it's a partial scholarship. He's got to work student aid, and then he's got to take out a Pell Grant to get the remainder.
Right,
That's not what he promised you in your home when he signed.
right.
So for me, although I'm not a fan of it, at the same time, though, don't promise it.
Yep.
Because I assure you, somewhere in there, this kid ain't lying.
Yeah,
He
you're
was once
probably
at
right.
Tennessee. They done promised something. They didn't deliver. To me, I look at it the same way as promising a scholarship, and then the kid gets there and you only got a partial, and you gonna make them take out loans and financial aid to cover the rest.
Right,
No, that's not what we talked about.
right. I
So
hope.
for me, you just betrayed. You got me to sign on false pretenses.
Yeah. Well, I can't. I hope we get the full story on this one.
Oh, we are, because this
Yeah,
kid and we gonna get it.
yeah. Because right now they're painting him out to be the villain, right? So, but hey, just buckle up because I think it's going to all just keep trickling down, and it's going to make things harder for these kids graduating from high school, trying
Yeah.
to get a full ride scholarship or any kind of scholarship. It's going to continue to trickle down because I also saw
Yep.
that there was a alarming. I don't have. That's why we need a producer, Eric. We need somebody like that kid at that studio that's going to be giving us stats. But I'll find this number for the next show. There is an amazing amount. When I say amazing, it's high amount of kids that entered the transfer portal that are not currently committed to a school. So what does that mean? The transfer portal is not the answer for these kids, but if it's trickling down, what's it going to do to these high school seniors that are trying to play at the next level, right?
The transfer portal is watered down. You got kids that are legally juniors that been in the damn portal back to back years,
Right.
and think somebody's gonna want to touch them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hate that portal. I wish they would. If they would rewrite the rules and regulations of that portal, that's another show. I'd be for it. But the way it is right now, they're getting everything they deserve.
Yep.
Well, sometimes the portal also works is, hey, I'm gonna send you away and get rid of you. So it's working both ways. That's why it's oversaturated. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna fib to you. If I had a kid who was just not working out what I thought he was gonna be, hey, I'd be like, hey man, you need to be on the portal. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
it go both ways. It's no right now. It's no easy fix. To be honest with you, all jokes aside, tongue in cheek, it's no easy way to handle all that. So I just feel bad for the young man who believes that, hey, I'm gonna leave an institution because whatever I was promised is not working out for me, so I'm done.
It's a new era. New era.
Yeah, well, y'all hear about Reggie Bush, right? He's suing the NCAA for his NIL deal. Know that, right? Yeah, he's suing the NCAA. That came out, I think, yesterday or Monday or sometime early this week.
He's gonna win. They humiliated that man, took this man's Heisman. Like he's getting ready to win all of that.
Yeah.
He deserves it. I don't think they should have taken his Heisman. They should have. Again, that was an individual award. That wasn't. And then they took all it away but because he made some extra money at a signing or something. Come on, man, stop all. Anyway, don't get me on that soapbox.
Right.
Who's up for final thoughts? I think it's you, Rich.
I was my final thought, man. Just how things were changing. It was
okay.
You can't make this up, and my final thought was all kind of in one bundle there.
Go ahead, man.
My final thought, efficient lab work. What I mean is you're playing for your high school. Your high school has a system, has an offense that 75% plus of your shots are coming from certain areas. Be proficient in those areas. Now, I'm not saying don't work on other areas, but what I'm saying is if the majority of your offense is going to involve you free throw line extended down to the corner area, right? Make sure you're proficient in those areas of where the majority of your shots are going to come because basketball is like school. I'm going to use algebra. There's a STAR test for algebra. Before that STAR test comes, you have had ample quizzes, ample daily assignments, ample homeworks, ample tests, ample pre-STAR tests to get you ready for that STAR test. Those quizzes, those daily assignments, those pre-STAR tests, that's your lab work, right? To get you prepared for the STAR test. That's your games. So what I'm getting at is if you're in eighth grade algebra, you shouldn't focus on 75% of your work shouldn't be geometry, if that makes any sense at all, to get you ready for your algebra STAR test. So when you're in the lab, make sure that you are having efficient and proficient lab work and then get it done and understand that you can't get it done without lab work. And so along with my standard final thought, hydration, nutrition, and rest. Trust your body, listen to your body, and wishing everybody successful preseason and then definitely a successful season coming.
Great job. Final thoughts. I'm talking to coaches, parents, anyone who has their young ones playing the sport, and also who coaches the sport or has any kind of involvement in the leadership part. Please remember, mental health is important. Take a break when you need to. I believe in, just like I said when the season started, hey, allow your players to get time for themselves and just decompress. You also do the same. You need wellness to go forward and to be better than you were last year. So with getting the proper rest, the proper breaks, allowing yourself to just, in the Army, we call it taking a knee. Sometimes that's needed. It's not showing any signs of weakness. It's not showing any signs of that you can't do something. It's showing that, hey, you are human. And with being human, you need, just like everything else in life, you need rest and you need relaxation and you need something to allow yourself to say, hey, take a deep breath and just pause for a second. So just remember that. Coaches, you guys have been at this for a long time. I know some of you who still are just going. You didn't give yourself a break. Just remember that. You need a break too. So those weekends you have buys, take the weekend off, man. Take a knee. Go do something with your family that you normally wouldn't do. That's AAU coaches and high school coaches, and then just family members and dads and moms also do the same thing. Take that break away from that game to allow yourself to just take a breather, because we all need it. We all human. Again, when the Army came up with taking a knee, I thought that was the most important thing that allowed me to show that we're all human. Because we think we're machines sometimes. We do so much parenting and so much just going. We need a break. So just take a break. Take a break. And there's nothing wrong with you if you do take a break. Take a week, take 2 weeks, take whatever time you need to just step back for a second and breathe. That's all I have.
Good one.
Good one. Nice.
Thank you, fellas.
Thank
Rich,
you guys.
welcome back. You had us nervous, but welcome back.
Yeah,
you thought it was about them boys, but it wasn't.
No, we thought
work.
the mafia told you couldn't work with us no more.
Nah, it ain't like that.
Hey, look, something Richard's been telling me I need to make sure I do. Hey, man, also make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share our content, because, again, it's really important that we do that. So please, thank you again.
You guys have a blessed week. Talk to y'all soon.
Yes, have a blessed week, guys.
No, Rich, that's not how you end. Come on now.
All right. Everybody, remember, be kind to each other. It doesn't cost you a dime.
Thanks, bro.
All right.